Hello, Superboy Beyond fans. Welcome back. It is your ever present hosts, Chris and Tom. We are here with another Beyond commentary. Today, we are going back to 1949, 1950 with Kirk Alyn in his first Superman serial. We're going to episode 7, which is Into the Electric Furnace. Ooh.
It's a good title.
Yep.
I've got to say, it's a cool title. It's sort of, it gets the imagination running.
Yep. So we're just going to go straight away. Remember, for those of you who've joined us before, there's going to be no comment. There's going to be no clips of the episode in here. There's going to be no audio. There's going to be a heavily filtered version right up there, just so you can keep in track with us. And I'm going to count you in with a 3, 2, 1. Look up in the sky. So get your DVD or your Blu-ray ready, because it has been released on Blu-ray now. This is going to be disc 1, I believe. And it's episode 7. So 3. So let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Look up in the sky.
Yep.
You know,
yeah,
if they could have merged Kirk Alyn's costume with George Reeves, we would have had the perfect Superman suit at that time.
Yeah. For the level of technology they had at this time, absolutely.
Yeah, because I think the boots on Kirk's suit are better than George's.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I'm not a huge fan of the boots on George's costume. But the cape on Kirk is considerably shorter, so that doesn't work for me. And yeah, the briefs on Kirk Alyn's suit are just ridiculously huge. Like they look like a diaper or something half the time.
Yeah. Well, remember, the thing about serials is that they did everything fast and cheap. So
yeah.
It wasn't like James Gunn doing the Superman movie recently, where he spent weeks trying to finalize how the trunks would look.
The only thing I will say, I don't particularly like how the cape attaches on either Kirk Alyn or George Reeves' suit. It comes down far too low on the back for me. Like the fact you can see the blue, like you shouldn't be able to see that. It should be pulled a little bit closer to his neck. In my personal preference, some people out there might absolutely love it, but yeah, I mean, if Kirk Alyn's cape attachment was added to the length of George Reeves's cape, basically perfect. But again, I don't like how Kirk Alyn's attaches on the shoulders. It reminds me of that one suit that they had in Lois and Clark, where they only kept it for like 2 episodes because it sucked.
You mean with the lace-up boots?
No, I mean with the shoulder attachments that come down to like there and it just square off.
Oh yeah, those.
It looks terrible. However, that shot looked really cool. That was a good use of the animation. The way he came down onto the back of the bumper, it really looked good.
Yeah, I know in previous times we've done this. I've said that what they should do is they should use CGI to replace the animation, just to make it look.
I still disagree, to be honest. I think it works.
I'm actually changing my mind on that after something that was recently said by Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser was talking about the bad CGI.
The Mummy Returns with the Scorpion King. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he thinks that's part of the charm of the movie. Like, I tend to agree. It's one thing that I always get great joy out of seeing when I watch it.
Yeah.
There is something funny about it.
I mean, granted, could they do it? Yeah. Should they? Maybe as like an alternate version of it, not replace it completely.
Yeah, I guess if they did it like, when they remastered Star Trek, the original series, like when they released the Blu-ray, you could watch the original versions too.
Yeah.
Like, They didn't get rid of the original cuts, which is perfect. That's what you want, you know.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah,
moment you do stop watch people watching the original versions, that's when you get stuff like Star Wars Special Edition, and it's just like, yeah, less said about that, the better.
yep. So now we've got the evil scientist Hackett at the Spider Lady's lair,
Hmm.
and
And I still don't mind the Spider Lady's lair. I think it's a fairly cool looking set. Like it looks like a bunker or something.
mm,
Just concrete everywhere. It's almost got like a brutalism sort of feel to it.
yeah, I don't
That's
know if I've
probably the
met.
wrong thing actually, but never mind.
Yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the Spider Lady is sort of an adaptation of a foe from the radio show called the Scarlet Widow.
Hmm.
But there's besides the obvious insect motifs being different. Um, the Scarlet Widow was actually an older woman. She was like in her late 40s, early 50s in the radio show.
Hmm.
And Carol Foreman is maybe 28 at this time.
Yeah, it's a little bit young for that role. I guess that's why they changed the character slightly.
Yep. And I'm not sure if it's this episode or a few episodes later, but we're going to find out something about the Spider Lady that is going to surprise everybody.
Hmm. I'll look forward to finding out what that is.
You can kind of tell what it is just by looking at her head.
What? I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
I'll wait until it's revealed.
Yep.
My immediate thought is she's an alien or something because she's got such a bizarre haircut. But I think that's just the popular style for the time.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that Lois and Jimmy are wearing those hats in every single scene they're in.
Yeah.
Like, but I swear Jimmy looks older than Lois.
Yeah. You know, the first time I saw this, I kept seeing him as Butch from from the Our Gang shorts.
I never saw those, so I'm not coming into it with that. But he does not look Jimmy's age. Like the fact that he looks older than Lois Lane is just wrong. Like he should be the kid, you know.
Yep.
And it's not like there weren't actors back then that could have done it.
And
I guess maybe he just had the best audition.
I believe Lou actually went to a convention where Tommy Bond was at. You know, this is back like in the 90s.
Mm.
And he actually asked him a Little Rascals question. He says, "Why were you so mean to Spanky and Alfalfa?" And he just didn't miss a beat. And he says, "'Cause they were asking for it."
Yeah, I never saw like the Little Rascals or anything from around that time. I didn't even see the more recent movie adaptation they did in, I think, the 80s. I never even saw that.
Yeah, there's a great scene in it with Mel Brooks. He says, "If you were my kids, I'd punish you. If we were your kids, we'd punish ourselves."
It is funny whenever I see an old car with wood paneling on the side because you never really see that anymore, do you?
No.
Like you might occasionally see like an old like station wagon type car, and that might have the wood paneling on it, but that's just usually because they're old cars. Like they're not making any new ones. So I
Yeah.
think it's kind of a shame. I quite like wood paneling on cars.
Yeah. The
I just
first time
imagine they don't last very long.
Yeah, first time I ever saw one, it wasn't actual wood paneling. It was an adhesive strip.
Well, as long as it looks good, I don't mind.
Okay, now Jimmy looks better without the hat.
As soon as they get the hat off him, he looks younger. I don't know why they keep insisting on putting the hat on him. Because literally, you could put the hat back on him, and if he stood up now, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, if you asked someone who'd never seen the show which one is Jimmy Olsen, they wouldn't be able to tell you because he looks like basically just another one of the gangsters.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the only reason we know he's Jimmy is because it tells us in episode one.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I mean, I guess he acts like Jimmy, but I don't know. Suspension of disbelief isn't quite working for me on this one. I love those old phones.
Mm.
Not the type Clark is on, the gangster.
It was, there was something about the old style, phone with the
Yeah.
look.
Like, put the thing to your ear and like you've got the microphone down there. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And it looks better on screen. Like, there's something cool about it.
Mm. Even the design they had for the that used that with the phone booths was great.
Mm. Got to say, in that scene just then, Noelle Neal at the end, when she's watching Clark leave and she's looking all serious, and then just for a moment she gets a flicker of a smile and then walks off looking like she's looking like she's got a cheeky expression on her face,
Mm.
and it's just perfect Lois Lane there. Like, she'll pretend she's going to stay at the office, but the moment you're out of the room, she's going to start following you. Total Lois Lane. See, now getting a message like that's straight out of like an old film noir detective story, and
Mm.
I just love it. You still get stuff like that from time to time in films, but very, very rarely it seems now. I used to like in the old detective stories when you'd see the guy reading the newspaper and there'd be two little eye holes cut out. Like, it was ridiculous, but there was something fun about it. The music's very good in this episode as well, I've got to say. I
Mm.
like this sort of building tension that they've got with it.
Well, even though most serials were done on the cheap and fast, they did put a lot of care into what they were doing.
Yeah, you can see where the budget let them down in a few areas, but for the most part, you can tell that this show, like, you can tell at least the filmmakers cared about what they were doing. Like, you can tell nobody's phoning it in, which for a serial with a budget as low as this, that's kind of amazing, really.
Yeah.
Then again, maybe someone was phoning it in and they're just that good at their job that you can't tell. I guess we'll never know, really, but either way.
Only thing missing is these thugs not having guns.
Yeah, you'd think they'd still have him at gunpoint or something, but oh well.
I mean, if this was in the middle of broad daylight, the middle of the street, I could see them not having their guns out.
I mean, they just get close to him and like keep it like pushed into his back or something so nobody could see, like something like that. There'd be a way to shoot it.
Yeah.
Oh, kryptonite. Well, that was close. Almost blew his cover. I do think the chunk of like glass or whatever it is they're using for kryptonite in this, it's a pretty decent prop. I'm sure it was cheap as anything to make, but it works. I've seen much worse kryptonite props in other Superman media.
Yeah, like season 1 of Superboy.
I mean, even the later seasons of Superboy, there's a couple of shots where the kryptonite rocks. You can tell it's just white, and all they do is add the green glow effect, and that's it. Like, I always like it when kryptonite is slightly transparent. But yeah, season 1 of Superboy and Kryptonite Kills, like the shade of green of the kryptonite rock is even wrong. Like it's a slightly sort of cyan color. It's slightly bluish, which doesn't quite work for me. Or is that Lois and Clark? I think it's Superboy.
No, I think it's Lois and Clark because Superboy season 1 in Kryptonite Kills, it was just like clear white glass.
Right. It must be one of the versions in Lois and Clark then. I'm sure there's one version that I've seen where the green is just ever so slightly sort of bluish. Like the color of Guy Gardner's Green Lantern suit in the terrible Justice League pilot from the 90s.
I'm having shades of memory from our recent watch of Batman.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Also getting sort of memories of this last season of Dexter as well. Like, that's how he disposes of his bodies. Yeah. Literally 2 things I've watched in the last few weeks have had that as a trope. That was good. I swear though, putting someone onto like a conveyor belt going into an incinerator is just such a fun trope for a cliffhanger.
Yep. Such a great episode here.
A lot of fun. The animation shots I thought were some of the best in the show so far. Like when he landed and grabbed the bumper of the car and stopped it.
Yep.
That was a really good looking shot.
And then when he took off with Lois.
Yeah, I mean that shot wasn't quite as good just because I didn't feel like they put enough shading on Lois. Like the colors didn't quite match with her costume to the actual version that was on location. But overall, very good episode. I mean, for me, I'd say this is a solid 8. I don't know if I'd necessarily go any higher than that, but
I would go with an 8 on this.
Yeah. So yeah, what did you think? Would you agree with our score? Do you think it's an 8 out of 10, or do you perhaps have a slightly higher or lower opinion of this episode? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Viacom.